So I think the part that's probably going to give people the most trouble here is figuring out how to use Google Earth's, how to upload Google Earth file, download and upload Google Earth files. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so up here it says, download Afar triangle volcanoes.kml. So that's the file that you use to open this up. So, but you're going to use it in part B. All right, so part B, here's your link to Google Earth. So Google Earth, you just hit launch Earth in the bottom left and it opens up, and it'll take a little while because it's got to load a whole lot of information. So just let it process. And so Google Earth has really detailed satellite images of a whole lot of places. And so what you're going to do here is, over on the left-hand side, you see where it says project here. You're going to click project. And you're going to pull down this blue thing here that says new project. Import KML file from computer. So click that. And go to your downloads file and find the downloaded file, Afar triangle volcanoes.kml. Hit open. And it will load it up. And you will find that you're looking at all of these tagged locations, all these locations that I've tagged for you. Now you can go ahead and hide this if you want, just by clicking the project icon again. It'll hide the tab. And then I want you to zoom out first and see where you are. Aha, yes, you are in the Afar triangle. Right, so we talked about this. This is location of continental rifting. When I talked about divergent boundaries, this is a triple junction between three divergent boundaries. There's a divergent boundary here in the Gulf of Aden between Yemen and Somalia. See, there's your mid-ocean ridge at the bottom of the Gulf of Aden. Okay, here is another divergent boundary in the bottom of the Red Sea. Zoom in here. Oh, look, there's a spreading center at the bottom of the Red Sea. Nice thing about Google Earth, it's got all this bathymetric data. All right, so there's the arm that goes up the Red Sea. And then the third arm of this triple junction, the third divergent boundary here, is right here. You see this line here? It extends from the corner there in Djibouti all the way down, straight through Ethiopia, down into Kenya, and ends somewhere down here in the middle of Tanzania. So that whole gash right there, that's cutting Somalia and half of Ethiopia away from the main body of Africa, and Kenya, I guess. This part is rifting off this way, and this part is going that way. And then, of course, you got these other divergent boundaries here, and the piece of land that is right in the middle of that triple junction is the Afar triangle. And so, as you might imagine, the crust's pretty thin there. It's getting stretched out as it diverges. There's continental crust there, but it's being stretched out by lots and lots of normal faulting, lots of tensional tectonic stress, extensional tectonic stress there. So the crust's real thin, and so there's lots of magma coming up. And so the whole Afar triangle is very volcanically active. And we're going to be looking at some of the most active volcanoes in there, in this section. And all these things in here are tagged. I'm just going to make this disappear for a second. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to make the tags disappear for a second so we can zoom out and just look at things a little bit here. So we're looking at a whole bunch of volcanoes. You see these big black areas with the little craters in the top? There's a big volcano, Nabra volcano. Hey, look at that. And then whatever this volcano is next door to it, whose name is not shown on the map for some reason. And then over here, there are more and more volcanoes like these. The closer you look here, the more volcanoes you'll find. This place is really volcanically active because the crust is so thin that the molten rock, that the rock underneath it just melts and comes up so easy. All right, so all of these, this area right here is the Erdali volcanic field. This region that I'm outlining right now, where it's all, where all these large, dark-colored volcanic features are. I'm gonna put the project back in, and those tags are the points that are referred to in the lab.